Hey YouTubers, and welcome back subscribers. It's Face. Well, today's video is going to be a little different. I just want to report this for those who have Indian Challengers 2020 or even the 2021. I went on a ride, and to make a long story short, there were some error codes that came up, and I took a picture of it, so it's going to be right here. And got home and shut it off, and then I had a different error code, and it's right here. So I called Indian and said, hey, this is what's happening. They said bring it in. I believe I dropped it off a Tuesday, and I ended up calling them on a Thursday, and they said I could pick it up, that they didn't find anything wrong, and they're not too sure about the error code. So after they contact Indian hopefully will get back with my dealership and give a better indication of what them error codes are. And like I said, I post them up here. Take a look. Let me know if you're getting them error codes and what your dealership told you. It's just like on a vehicle when you buy it and your engine light comes on and it's like, whoa, what's wrong? You contact your dealer. They said, there's nothing wrong unless it's flashing. Just means it's indication of maybe an oil change or something. So to me, it's not critical. It just starts right up. They said there might be something going on with the sequence of either turn the power on or power button while the kickstand's down or something like that. I'm like, there has to be a sequence to that. So they're going to get back with me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a little informative there. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening, and at least this time their error codes didn't erase. I took a picture of them because you can push the diagnose and see them and shut it off and turn it back on and they're gone, unless you take it in and they do have a history of it. But I would like to see it for myself, so I took pictures this time. So take a look at them and let me know what you think. And like always, face the road and face out. I just came from Sonoyta. I was going to stop at this place called Hot Rods, and it's right off Houghton and I-10. It was a pretty cool place, if you can see. It's a bar and grill, and there was different levels of it, and actually you could sit at one level at a restaurant, and you can actually look through the glass windows and see your vehicle being worked on, usually hot rods or motorcycles. Great place. He used to have bike nights out here. Not sure what happened. It's closed, probably because of COVID, kind of slow. It's actually going to stop here, eat a hamburger, and show you guys around. Well, hopefully after this COVID thing is over, I can come back and see if it's open. Well, for now, I guess I'm just gonna face the road. Made it home, so now I want to check the diagnose it. This is how I do it, is I go to, I don't want to shut it off until I do this. Go to vehicle, diagnose right here, hit that, unknown error, unhandled error codes SPN 158 FMI 3 SRC, address I guess ADDR 65. Correction, contact your dealer. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the same number I got last time, but I'm going to shut it off and check it out. Okay, it's off. What I'm going to do is give it here about 15 seconds. Turn it back on. I can hear everything shut down on it. Okay, I hear the fuel start. Give me the okay here somewhere. Come on, there we go. Okay. Okay, it's connected to my Bluetooth. I still got my phone nearby. Okay, let's see. Go to all settings, vehicle, diagnose. I shut CarPlay off. Doesn't show anything now. See? This is what happens when you shut it off. It recalculates and makes everything disappear, so they don't know what's going on. But at least I got this on video, and I actually took pictures of the other diagnose. So let me call Indian and find out what's going on. And today's ride, let's see. Today's ride was, let's see, a total of 179.8 miles. And this is not going to be correct because this is actually when I stopped and restarted the motorcycle. These are current rides. This is my trip mileage for today. So let me go call India. Stay tuned. Face out, face the road. Morning, subscribers. I'm at Tucson Indian Motorcycles. I just brought my bike on, I believe it was earlier during the week. Today is Friday. And I brought it in because on my last stop I went to get on it and it wouldn't start. Nothing. Dead. Power was on. So I checked my system here. All I did was go to all systems, go to vehicle, went to diagnostics, and right here on this screen right here had an error code. So what I did was power down, and I had it on neutral. I had the kickstand up and it still wouldn't do anything. So I powered up and it started. So I just went straight home, and when I was at home I decided to look at things and made an appointment to bring the bike in, and Tucson Indian said they didn't find anything, nothing wrong. They did find something with an error code of the kickstand like 14 times, and I said, was that fixed? They said, well, there's nothing wrong with it. So I told them, well, these codes are showing up for some reason. They were written in the system in order for them to fix it or troubleshoot the problem. And one thing was, well, I have to contact Indian to see what these codes, they might be a newer update software system that they haven't received yet here. And I said, well, let me know as soon as you guys receive that or the information, for I can bring it in and correct us. I don't want to be stranded up in Utah, Wyoming or something and the problem occurs again. And this time it's more severe where it won't start again at all because the problem wasn't fixed. So I'm not too worried about it, and I do understand a little bit about all this update software systems and everything. That's why they're written there, just like vehicles. You know, something happens to a vehicle of their software systems, ECM unit or some other unit sensor. Well, all they do is diagnose it, update the software, and the problem is fixed. Well, we'll figure it out. And for now, what I'm going to do is fire this thing up. It's 59 degrees, so I don't think I'm going to need these warmers on. Got my winter gloves on here, and I'm going to go for a ride. Here we go. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, subscribers, I'm back on and I'm facing the road. Well, there's no wind right now, so the temperature, oh, I'm gonna need fuel there. I'm gonna cancel this. Oh, I can't. I got these gloves, I don't know, about 10 or 12 years ago. They're not touchscreen. That's the only bad thing about it. So this still shows I have 88 miles on this fuel, so I'm going to get closer home before I get some gas. Yes sirree, nice day for a ride. Well, what can I say about my future rides? Been thinking about and planning some rides. So, you know, before we know it, it's February, March. Got to plan some of these rides. And I'm thinking about rolling up towards Texas. You know, like I said, I have a daughter up there. I have a sister. So, one lives in Austin. My sister lives in Plano, and I have a lot of cousins that live towards the Dallas and Fort Worth area. So it might be worthwhile just passing through Texas, riding up towards Oklahoma, and enjoy some scenery riding from there. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta plan it. Gotta plan my budget and my days, and I gotta connect with my wife, so there's a lot of planning to do. And of course I want this bike to be running good. It's been serviced, so I don't need service at all. The only thing I gotta do is put fuel in this bike, make sure there's no leaks, and check the air pressure on my tires. That's the only thing I got to do before I take off. And while you're on the road, one of the good things to do before you get on your bike every single day, and when you park it, is just check your bike. Because one thing you don't want to do is come out early in the morning and something had happened when you parked it. Flat tire, an oil leak. So these are some of the things I do, and we probably all do them. I remember when I got my Harley. My Harley was a 2008. When I got that bike, I just rode that thing, you know. They always said that there's always oil leaks on the Harleys. You know what? I never had an oil leak on my Harley. You know, never. And maybe it's because I've always kept maintenance on it, make sure everything was tight on it. You know, I did my own oil changes after the warranty was over, and that's after a year. So I did my oil changes all the time, and I did my oil changes for the first, I believe, 5 years at 2,500 miles increments, and I was putting full synthetic, so it almost seemed like I was changing the oil every other month. So I had a different, KN filter where, I just serviced it on my own. My oil filter, I had one of them that you can service on your own. So the only cost I had was buying synthetic oil for the bike. On this bike, I bought the service package, and I tell you, it's probably the best thing I did.